Welcome to Parks and Pixie Dust Podcast.
Johnny!
Jess! Welcome back. Holy heck.
I know, look at the explosion on the screen.
That's what she said.
Yep. Welcome back, everybody. Parks and Pixie Dust Podcast. We are back to our doing remote episodes again.
I think this is the way to go.
This is the way to go.
Even if we don't have guests, we should do remote.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
I don't know how that's
But
gonna work.
I mean, I'm not drunk today,
No.
unfortunately. But
Oh, wow, okay.
but I'm high on coffee, which is good.
Good for you.
We had our Starbies.
We have our Starbs.
Yeah. But we've got our dear friends Rob and Nastassja here on our podcast.
Yeah.
Steve and I met
Welcome.
them on our honeymoon, which was a Royal Caribbean cruise, and we bonded over our love for Disney and Jeeps. You guys have your Jeeps, and Steve and Rob, and you, Nastassja, you guys have motorcycles, right?
Yeah.
And you guys are Cardinals fans, though, right?
Die hard.
Yep.
Die hard.
Well,
Because you're talking to us from St. Louis?
St. Louis.
That is correct.
Yes.
Which,
Very
thank you
nice.
so much for being here. I know it was probably too long of a drive, like a 7-hour drive to get here, so that's why we're doing remote.
Yeah.
But Rob and Nastassja just got back from Disneyland Paris.
No big deal.
Oh my
No big
gosh.
deal. No,
So
no big deal.
That's pretty amazing.
So amazing. So we want to hear, your trip was, I think, a Europe trip in general, right? And then you went there. Was that kind of your whole trip? Tell us about your trip.
So, some friends of ours invited us on a Greek island cruise 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
That's how it all started. We were drinking on a cruise, and they
Nice.
said, hey, you should join us in 2024. We're doing a 9-day Greek island cruise. We said, okay. And
Yeah.
then over the next 2.5 years, it evolved, it grew, it took on a life of its own.
Yeah.
And turned into an 18-day, absolutely wonderful, amazing, exhausting experience. I think we walked about 90 miles in 18 days.
Wow.
Impressive.
And it started, it was going to be, we're going to go to Rome, Florence, Venice a couple days before the cruise. And then my aunt, who was on the trip with us, just kind of off the cuff made a comment one day at our house and said, hey, Nastassja, we should go to Paris.
Yeah.
It's not that far.
Yeah.
So then
Wait. The hook, line, and sinker on that was they have Disneyland. And
Yes.
I was like, okay, let's go.
there you go.
Yeah,
We're done.
if they
We're
didn't
in.
have Disneyland, screw Paris.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
No offense
Then
to any French
It
people.
went from a 14-day trip to an 18-day trip with the addition of Paris.
Awesome.
Very nice.
So was
I will-
that first then on the whole trip?
Last.
Last.
Save the
day.
best for last.
Yep.
That's how you do
Stay.
it. So how long were you in Disneyland Paris for?
From the time the park opened until after the fireworks.
You're very literal. I love it.
I love
So
it.
we got the most bang for our euro over there.
Yeah.
And we stayed to the bitter end and then some.
So
Yeah.
it was just a day or two, or
It
Just
was
one day.
Yeah, just
Wow,
one day.
okay.
I'm a rope dropper. But
Yeah.
we also didn't have a whole lot of time. So we really had to maximize what we wanted to see in Paris and also fit in Disney. And so we dedicated one day. They do have the 2 parks over there, Walt Disney Studios, and they have the Disneyland Park. And so we did the park hopper
Mhm.
to make sure that we saw both parks. And I'm glad we only did that because they are very similar to Disneyland in California, where they're like right next to each other. You walk out of one, you can walk in the other one. So
Yeah.
there's no like big Walt Disney World
Yeah.
type, transportation.
Sure.
But they had a lot of construction going on over at Walt Disney Studios.
A ton.
yeah,
And-
they're transforming that park. So
Mhm.
They are. So that's really not a full day park right now at all. And I even think that on a normal day, it probably still would not be a full day park. We did a lot over there actually, and we were only over there for a few hours.
Okay.
Well, we did the Crush. We did Ratatouille. We did the Cars thing, which was
Yeah.
a huge letdown.
Yeah, I watched the video. It's like a backstage tour or something. It looked kind
Yeah.
of interesting. Did
Now,
you do
to
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, to be fair, it felt really good to sit down for about 10 minutes on that ride.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot of walking. Well, plus you were doing a lot of walking previously with your million days.
Well, and if you ask Nastassja, my favorite ride in Disney World in Orlando, I know we're getting off topic here, Carousel of Progress. I love the Carousel of Progress.
Yeah.
On a hot summer day, dude, I'll ride that thing all day.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what she said.
Yeah. We have the button every time we record because of stuff like that.
Most of the time, yeah. Because we got to throw it in there.
So actually, let's start. I'm actually really curious. So let's start with just Disneyland Park itself. How did you like it? Obviously, comparing it to the parks in America, what did you think?
All right, the first review right here.
Yeah.
Right. That's it's a really tough question because there is some positives and there is some similarities and then there is some areas of opportunity, if you will.
Sure.
For the parks. So it was different. I mean, if I walk you through our day, I could give you kind of the similarities and then the differences.
Yeah, let's do it. I'd love that.
Okay. So one thing is we took my mom and she's 68, 69. She's old, but she loves Disney. We took her with us. So you go in, you can rent a wheelchair. But the thing is that when you rent a wheelchair there, it's not like where we're used to maybe cut in the line situation. You have to go through all of their line queues. With a wheelchair because you have to have this piece of paper that says, hey, I'm handicapped, it's from my doctor, and this is how you handle me in a situation.
Yeah.
We didn't have
for evacuation, emergency type situations, they need to know how to handle the handicapped invalid. I don't know
when they're on a ride.
Sure.
When they're on a ride, how to evacuate them. So
that was different. She was like, I don't want to do this. I'm not that old. And I said, you walk with the cane, get your butt in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
So we did that option, and we also took a bag with us, and we didn't want to carry it around all day, so we were looking for lockers. They don't have lockers. They have a valet check, almost like when you're going to a gala and you check your coat.
Like a coat check. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
There's no lockers. You just check your bag, and then they have this big old room and shelves, and they throw your stuff on a shelf.
Okay.
It does cost. It's depending on the size of the bag. The size of our bag, I think, was I don't know. It was a pretty good size.
It's like a large tote.
Like a large tote.
Okay.
It was €10 to check it for the day.
So it's charged, or they charge you by the day or whatever, not the size of it.
Yeah, so it's like a large bag would have been like 15 or 20 euro.
Okay.
And then a small crossbody type backpack thing, probably €5.
Okay.
So,
Interesting. Well,
Okay.
Different.
and you can go back and check it out and get stuff out because we did. We went and checked it out, put our raincoats in the bag,
Sure.
checked it back in. Still one fee for the entire day.
Sure. Okay.
That's nice.
Cool.
Yeah. So just I guess keep walking.
Yeah. Walk us through the day. So
for me, my experience, it's hard not to when you even when we cruise, right? We'll always compare the cruise we're on to our very first cruise ever. That's kind of the gold standard.
sure.
So for me, the first Disney park I ever went to was Magic Kingdom. So that's kind of the gold standard for me when I travel. And it was, part of me was like, this is really nice. Another part of me was like, this is like a cheap knockoff of a Disney park.
Yeah. No, I want the honesty.
Yeah.
Frankly.
I mean, when they originally build it, they were just kind of build it, they'll come, because it has Disney in the name.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Yep, that works. All right. So, all right, carry on.
Yeah.
So it was nice.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest, I had my mom and I was like, hey, go check our bag. So I sent him off on a little adventure.
Yeah.
And Mom and I drove straight for the castle because I couldn't wait to see the dragon.
Yeah.
I was so excited. There wasn't really a line. It was really cool. I like that you can be more interactive with their castle because you can go under, you can see the dragon's lair, you can go up, and then there's a whole story out there. And then on the back side of the castle is actually a balcony. So you can go out on the balcony and look over Fantasyland, if you will.
That's cool.
See, all the people, and then there's shops right underneath on the inside. There is an elevator to go up inside too, but it has some really cool scenes. It's a little bit bigger. I really enjoyed that castle, honestly, just because it had more of that interaction and elements to it that were nice to see. Where I know Disneyland, you get the little story and that's about it.
Yep.
And then you have the restaurant in Disney World, which is amazing.
Yep.
But This one just didn't have the restaurant, but it just had this really cool element where like the inside had story features to it, and it came down through a waterfall, and on the top of it was like a little figurine, so the water came down from the upper level down to the bottom.
Cool.
Just really nice. It was, I think I enjoyed that castle out of all the ones I've seen.
That's cool. It looks beautiful. I mean, but I think that's cool because you're used to the castles in the States of what they're like, and this to have something new and different is cool to see that.
Because when you see our castles, you know, Orlando or California, you're just like, oh, that'd be cool to walk through it. Mm-hmm. And so it's cool that in Paris you really can.
Yeah.
And like explore and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One overall thing I can tell you about a lot of the rides in the park is that you really feel like you're in the movie or, you know, the attraction, because everything is really close. It's lifelike. It just makes you feel in the moment versus Disneyland, Disney World. I feel like, okay, we're watching a scene, right? You're just on a ride watching a scene.
Yeah.
So these were very encompassing, very personal or personable, however you want to say that.
Yeah.
Well, and I think just as far as maneuvering through the park, you get that Disney feel, right? Cast members super friendly and all parlez-vous English. So 2 thumbs up, man, because I can't tell you how many times I went up to a cast member and first thing I said was, you know, parlez-vous English? And they're like, yeah, can I help you with? And I'm like, trying to find a bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
We're
So they
actually
do all speak English. That's cool.
yeah,
Okay.
and all speak English. Now, we were chatting before we started, and some of the rides, like Star Tours, for example, it's all in French.
Okay. So all the rides are in French.
Not all the rides.
Oh.
Star Tours was in French.
Okay.
And it was funny because it's not C3PO, it's C3, because toi is 3 in French. So it's C3.
Okay.
Like, okay.
C3PO.
Do they give you guys like, I don't know, like special like headphones or something to like help with like narration or translation? No?
And like I said, did you encounter any multilingual rides?
Yeah, I mean, they do speak English in some of them, but it really, most of it is in French.
Okay.
And when you start singing, you're just like, this is not the same song that I'm so used to singing.
For sure.
Well, when we rode Pirates, when you're leaving Pirates, the Johnny Depp, Captain Jack Sparrow was sitting there in the chair. He was saying his lines in English and in French.
Okay.
So it was like, what the did you just say? Oh, and then the English part comes. And
and that was probably actually Johnny Depp speaking in French because he knows French.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
I did not know that.
fun fact for the day.
Yeah. Fun fact with John.
So what was like your favorite attraction to experience over there?
Yeah.
In either park?
You know what? I actually enjoyed a lot of them. So Pirates is very similar to Disneyland where it has the restaurant inside. I couldn't tell you what the name is.
Okay.
But when we rode by, you could see the restaurant off to the left. That one was, you know, the skeleton that talks to you on the first drop at Disneyland?
Yep.
It's right up the marquee. So they didn't have it at the front here. They had it at the end.
Oh, okay.
So it was a little different. Their line queue though is super, super, super dark.
Oh.
We were almost running into things because it was so dark in there. But
Wow.
the whole thing was in French. It had one, like in the beginning, you go up one big hill and then you come down 2 drops. So that was a little different because
Did you say 3 drops or 2 drops?
2.
2. Okay. Got it.
But you don't necessarily go up in, I don't think it's Disney World as much as you do at the end of Disneyland.
Right,
When you
right.
come out. So this one goes up first and then drops twice.
Got it. Okay.
But they have,
That's wrong.
what's wrong?
You have everything is French. Never some English in there.
There's some, okay, sorry. My notes are off apparently.
Are they did you write them in French?
You know what? Maybe I did because I can't even read half of them.
So actually, I have a question. Are the lands the same, like in Disneyland, Disney World?
So they do not have, what is that land off to? They do not have, oh my gosh, what is that called off to the right?
Tomorrowland?
Tomorrowland?
They do not have a Tomorrowland.
Oh.
So
Okay.
they have a different land.
Oh, interesting.
It's Discovery Land, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what
Okay.
it is.
How was their Space Mountain?
From the outside, it looked cool.
Yeah.
It had the steampunky Jules Verne,
Yeah.
Journey to the Moon vibe to it.
Yeah.
Daddy don't ride roller coasters, so couldn't tell you what it was like on the inside.
Okay.
I heard it goes upside down.
Yeah, and it blasts you off. Did you ride it, Nastassja?
I did not because we didn't have enough time.
Okay.
And the line was really so we didn't quite make it over there for that. But they do. That was another interesting. Now that you mentioned upside down, because over in Walt Disney Studios, or no, was it Walt Disney Studios? No, it was Disney. It was Disney, the Disneyland Park. They have Indiana Jones, the Temple of Pearl. Pearl. Sorry. And on that ride, it's a roller coaster, and that one goes upside down.
Oh,
and I
wow.
thought it was just weird for a Disney park to have an upside down ride.
Yeah.
Because the States don't have upside down rides.
Right.
I was forced on that ride.
Okay.
And I did not mind it. It was okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It's obviously different from
Yeah.
Disneyland's, but
Whoa.
I mean, I'm scared of heights. So,
Okay.
But I rode it. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah.
I liked it better than Indiana Jones and Disneyland.
really,
Oh, really? See, we
That is
love
a-
that. That's a statement.
that is a hot take.
You didn't like it?
I did not like it better. I'm
It's a
very
purist.
partial to the Indiana Jones in California, but
Same.
Yeah.
it was really jerky. The nice thing is they do have a lot of single rider lines, which was nice, so that
Okay.
you could get on faster. But it was that Indiana Jones ride was really jerky.
Okay. Like more than Matterhorn?
About the
Ooh.
same.
Oh, a
Ooh,
backbreaker.
I think Matterhorn is jerkier.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matterhorn's rough.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you guys experience Phantom Manor? Their haunted mansion?
Yes.
Oh, so that in Paris it's Phantom Manor?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
And it's in Frontierland.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So why do they have that there? Because is it their culture? No.
Yeah.
I
It
think
has to do with their culture.
Okay.
I think.
I thought it was
Well-
the Asian cultures. They don't believe in like haunted stuff.
Well, Tokyo's haunted mansion is located in Fantasyland.
Okay.
Just because I think it has to do with it has to do with their culture.
Yeah. So this one in Paris is called Phantom Manor.
well, Steve, does it have? I'm sorry, John. Sorry. But does it have anything to do with the fact that the story takes place in a Wild West town? Is that why they have it in Frontierland?
It's when you go into the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when you go into that Wild West town, and I think that house it takes place in the Wild West town era.
Okay.
But yeah, and I think it might also just kind of be a cultural thing too. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think you're right. It takes place in a Wild West.
Okay. So how was the Phantom Manor then? What'd you guys think?
So it was weird because I sat down and I thought the bar was coming down. So I
Yeah.
kept my hand like, you need to pull it down. Like,
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
yeah,
so
Yeah.
I pulled it down. I'm like, okay, my bad.
the ghost host was on vacation. Apparently.
Yeah, because usually, don't pull the bar down. I will lower it for you. But that didn't happen. Yeah.
No, that was not happening.
Okay.
Where they, in the regular, well, I guess the state's haunted mansion rides, there's the coffin where the guy kind of creeps out of it.
Yeah.
They didn't have that. They had a piano right there that was playing itself. So that was a little different. They speak both English and French, so you get a little bit of both. There was no cemetery on the outside, so I know you get the cemetery at Disneyland. You get a little bit of that in Disney World, but they didn't have any type of cemetery.
Yeah, the queue kind of sucked.
Yeah, the lion queue wasn't that great.
Yeah, compared to Florida and California.
Is there no stretching room or any of that?
It was.
And their stretching room is different. So when their people stretch, it's not the same as what you see in the States. So they stretch and it's different underneath. I don't remember what they were, but it was different.
I don't
Different
know.
photos or whatever, different paintings on
Yeah.
the wall? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So those were different. And then the one thing I really liked about that one is, you know how we have the tiny little bride that we see in rides?
Yes. Hurry
It's
back.
full- Yes, she was full size. She was a full size bride. And it was really nice to see the full size bride instead of like a weird looking mannequin thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, so she was really cool. They had some of the same scenes, like when you're going through the
They have Madame Leota.
Cool.
yeah, they had
Good.
that
Okay.
going through the dining area.
Mhm.
They had a balcony up there with the bride and then like a dark figure with her watching over the people dancing.
Oh, that's cool.
And she was like a full-size ride.
Interesting. Okay.
I was taken back by the whole Wild West thing. We went on like, what in the world? Why are we in the Wild West? I didn't understand.
To me, it felt the mashup for me didn't work.
Yeah.
You start, it's more of that traditional haunted mansion, what you've come to know and love in Florida and California, with some variations, like she was saying, with the balcony and the full-size bride and this, that. And then you like go around a corner and you're in a Wild West town and you're like, what the hell? Like, this don't make sense. You know? It was a good ride. It was fun, smooth. Wasn't jerky. You know, you had at the end, you know, as you go by the mirrors, you know, don't take any ghost home with you and they're on your dune buggy.
Oh, yeah.
So you had all that, but the Wild West thing just kind of threw us.
Not the norm. It was really cool. Don't get me wrong, but it was just kind of, where did this come from?
Yeah.
So it was a little different, but it's not bad. I mean, it was
just not what you're used to. It just was kind of a weird new scene or concept that you're like, why is this here? Yeah. Was the ride mechanism like the same with a buggy and the same thing, the way that it went? Okay. Because you know how like some of the new ride technology now is kind of like the Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway, where it's not on a track type of thing.
Right.
So I wasn't sure if it was like that or still on a track type of thing. So
it was still on a track. The cool thing over there is that they do have an area where they had this big old skull with the pirate ship. So they didn't really have like a Tom Sawyer Island, if you will.
Okay.
They had like this Skull Island, and there was the pirate ship, and they also have their what ride was that you went on? Big Thunder Mountain on the island.
Oh, okay.
Because you go under the river, right, or underwater to get to the island, right?
Did you go under or over?
No, we just took these paths right here.
Oh, we just went. There was a bridge that went over.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Underwater way to get there?
Oh, I don't know. I've never been.
I think, were you asking if the ride kind of goes underwater, like a tunnel?
Oh yeah, it was like a tunnel that goes to the Thunder Mountain attraction that you take, or
no, just the over bridges.
Okay.
There's like a little.
Got it.
You rode that.
Yeah, I rode that. I rode Big Thunder.
Nice.
How was that one compared to the States?
It was good. It's scary. Scared me. But it wasn't jerky. It seemed super long compared to the States.
One in the States? Okay. Yeah.
Sounds fun.
It seemed like it had at least three, maybe four, where you're going up the click-clack hills and then more drops. So
cool.
It had at least three click-clack hill climbs.
Cool.
And then
okay.
Yeah. How was the dining there? Like, can you like compare to what you've had in Disneyland or Disney World? Was the dining something to call home about, or was it like,
So give and take. We didn't find a whole lot of little snack places, but it could be because it was raining earlier in the day. So you think that a lot of the vendors weren't open for your, a lot of your ice creams or popcorns or churros, things like that. They had very few compared to what we're used to seeing.
Okay.
We did eat at this place. It was Coco. It was like a Coco restaurant, Coco themed restaurant.
Cute. Okay.
The one thing I found that was really weird is they have their trash cans. They are divided into 5. So you have like a recycle, a silverware. There's 5 different things you have to do to dispose of your stuff. And I was like,
wow,
why can't you just have one?
Yeah.
But I was confused because then you're trying to read in French what things are and the pictures don't look right. And it was a little different. And when they say that they have Doritos, they are not Doritos. They are stale tortilla chips is what they are.
Ah, lame. Okay. That was at the Coco restaurant or snack in general?
Well, they have Doritos in a lot of places there, but yeah, I would assume that they're going to be the same quality as the stale tortilla chips.
Sure.
But we had a beef burrito with jalapeno.
Yeah, it was good.
The burrito was good.
Cool. Okay. How was the theming of the Coco restaurant?
Cool.
It was cute because they had all the pictures of the family up on the walls. It had just that feel like you're sitting down there for dinner with, the family. So it was really nice.
Was that a quick service or was that more of a sit-down place?
It was more of a sit-down.
Well, you could sit down, but it was quick service.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a server comes by or whatever.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
And the margaritas were good. We did order margaritas.
The margaritas were really good.
Awesome.
That sounds
Okay.
good. Yeah.
So you can drink in that park versus like some parks you can't just walk up and order alcoholic beverage.
And this was still in Disneyland Park.
Yes.
Interesting, because wasn't that a thing where Walt didn't want alcohol in his Magic Kingdom parks, but now that's slowly changing, I feel like.
Yeah, restaurants offer it, but you can't walk around.
Right.
The park.
Right. Okay.
So, what were prices compared to the States and admission to get in?
Yeah.
Is it comparable or is it more expensive?
I have no idea how much anything costs.
Okay.
Well, because do you guys ever watch? There's these vloggers Steve and I watch all the time, and they're called Ordinary Adventures, and they just went. You guys would love them. They have a YouTube channel, and they just recently went to all of the Disneys in China and Japan. And one trend that they notice is that it is significantly cheaper, not only to get in those parks, but the merchandise and food is cheaper than the States. So I'm curious to know what was Paris Disney cost-wise. I know, because what is €1 compared to US dollar? I don't really know what the...
I think at that time, it changes, seems like constantly. I think it's like $1.17.
Okay, is €1. Okay. So then, what would you say it cost? I feel like I have a bajillion questions. How is the cost?
The shirts were going for €23.
Okay.
Okay. Hoodies that were about €60.
Okay.
So,
comparable.
Right.
Yeah.
And the admission I paid in US dollars because I did do Viator. Viator had the 2 parks for one day for $24.99. Or $124.99.
I was gonna say, wow.
So hold on. So $124, and that's euro or US?
US.
That was US.
Okay, so that is a little cheaper than the States
for both parks.
And that was 2 parks for the park hopper. So one day.
Okay, and then did Paris have a Genie Plus thing with their app?
I don't think we even attempted to look at that.
Okay.
We could do. We're not big Genie Plus people. We kind of go wait.
Yeah, rebel.
Yeah.
We are rebellious because I like the fast passes from but I do not like this whole Genie thing that they've got going on, and I just don't invest the spirit.
Same.
Heard that.
Heard that.
How are the crowd levels there?
Well,
because when did you guys go?
Oh, we went July 17th.
Okay.
So the crowd, it was a little sparse in the morning because it was kind of raining, drizzly.
Okay.
So there wasn't a whole ton of people there, but I mean, we had a 5-minute wait on Pirates, a 20-minute wait on Phantom Manor, 20 minutes for Indiana. Buzz Lightyear was a 30-minute wait, and I won. Star Tours was 30 minutes.
My gum was broke.
It's not broken.
That's what she said.
Okay.
It's a Small World was 5 minutes. We went over to Walt Disney Studios, the Crush's Coaster, which is really cool because they don't have any of that in the States.
Yeah.
You have little turtle shells and you fit 4 people, and it spins on a roller coaster and goes through almost like Space Mountain in this really dark building. And then you'll see a rush in one area, but not too much. You really can't see where you're going.
But it spins. So you got 2 riders facing forward, 2 riders facing back.
I would be vomiting.
Opposite directions. You could be facing forward. And we single rider rode that ride.
We did.
That would make me so motion sick. I would. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, we did that one. It was 35 minutes for the single rider, 55 if we wanted to do standby.
Okay.
But the one ride that was really cool that I was so sick afterwards. I really wish I didn't get as motion sickness as I do.
Yeah.
It's the Ratatouille, and there's a whole bunch of French words after that of what it is. But
Okay.
I don't.
Is that Ratatouille similar to Epcot, or is it a different concept?
I have never been on the one in Epcot, but it is trackless.
That's Epcot's.
It might be the same.
Okay. Yep. And it's the big screen, and you feel like you're just this little tiny rat going through the cute.
Was that your first trackless ride?
No, we've ridden Rise of the Resistance in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Now all these rides you're saying, these are still at Magic Kingdom Park, right?
No. The ones that we did over at Walt Disney Studios was Crush's Coaster.
Okay.
The Cars Road Trip ride, and then Ratatouille was over there.
So with that park now, I still have questions. Before I ask you about that park. Back to Disneyland Park itself. How was their Fantasyland? Because I feel like, and I'm sure you guys can agree with this, Disneyland's Fantasyland is the best, whereas Disney World's is sparse. Like Disneyland's is so much more detailed with the cute little rides of Casey Jr. and the boat ride and the Alice in Wonderland ride. Disney World's Magic Kingdom doesn't have that. So what? Pardon my French. But
French.
What? Bonjour. But what was Disneyland Paris's Fantasyland like?
I think that it was nice because I liked the maze. And I know, John, you talked about this on another episode where they have the Alice in Wonderland maze, the Queen of Hearts maze.
Thanks for
That was
listening
so
to
cool.
past episodes, by the way.
He said thanks for listening to past episodes.
Yes, I always listen to all of them. But they do have that maze there, and it actually took us quite some time to get through it. It has a big Cheshire cat face in there. There's like a little castle that you can climb up into. The bunch of the kids were up there, but it was cute because then when you go through it, the Queen of Hearts comes up, the cards come up. There's all the different characters you run into, but it was big. They did have the carousel there by the castle. They did have some of the, typical rides like your Peter Pan's Flight. They did have, I think they had, I don't know if they had Mr. Toad's.
I don't know.
They did it, but we didn't ride a lot of the rides there because we weren't going to waste all of our time on the kiddie rides.
Sure.
Yeah. Plus, they're probably like the same over here.
Yeah, similar.
For the most part. So.
Is it Fantasyland where they had the replica of Cinderella's castle? The pumpkin, it was a crystal pumpkin with the...
Yeah, they did. They had... it wasn't the castle. It was
near the
Cinderella's
carriage.
Carriage, yeah.
Yes.
What did I say, castle?
You said
I'm sorry, carriage.
Same
Cool.
thing. Tomato.
Cool. Have that, and it was really pretty to go there and see and take pictures, and so that it's there, but it's a life-size, carriage. So
that's cool. Could you go in it or no?
No, they had it like there was like a fence in front of it.
Okay.
I'll have to have her send you the photos she took.
Yeah, please, if you don't mind, because we'll put them maybe on our podcast Instagram too. If you don't mind.
No selfies.
Cool. Okay, so then
You can blur me out then.
do they technically then have an Adventureland at that park too?
Yeah, they had Adventureland.
Okay.
I'm looking at the map now.
We're trying to remember. This was a month ago, and we're getting really old, so to remember that was very hard.
Yeah, I get it. It's getting rough.
Yeah.
I laughed though on Small Worlds. We did get on that one because I was like, we just have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They had a Hollywood area, and I was like, since we're not in the States, they had a whatever to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Kind of cute.
That's fun.
Did they have like dolls with big lips and Botox?
The Kardashians are over in a corner.
And fake boobies and
one might have had tassels.
Okay.
Seriously, yeah.
That's somewhat accurate.
Oh, that's great.
Did you guys kind of walk around there? They have like a downtown Disney area, don't they?
They do. We saw it, but for the sake of time, we're just trying to cram in as much Disney.
I get that.
Was it kind of connected to the parks as like California's?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a big plaza between the two parks.
Okay.
And to kind of walk it back a step, to get from downtown Paris where we were staying to Disney, we took the train. Super easy to get there, and then you come off the train, go up the escalator, and bam, you're there. Right.
Nice.
Walk to the right, and you're in Disneyland. Straight ahead was Walt Disney Studios ish, and then off to the left was their downtown Disney Springs. I don't think they call it downtown Disney. They call it something.
Yeah.
Sure. So, sorry. Go ahead, John.
I dare you to go.
I was just going to ask about then the next park.
What was it called?
It was called Disney Village.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Very nice.
What was your question?
Oh, it was just was it a long train ride to get from where you needed to go and where you were?
About an hour.
So it was about an hour train ride because we were down in Paris, more close to the Seine River and where the Eiffel Tower is.
Okay.
No big deal.
We had to go. They have zones in Paris, so zone 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of where their goes, and Disney's in zone 5.
And we were staying in 1.
And we were in zone 1.
Got it. Okay. Is there a monorail at Disneyland Paris Resort? No.
Okay, so it's pretty much like you either drive there or you stay on property and you just kind of like walk from your resort, or you take the train. That's pretty much like the transportation options that you have.
Well, and that's, I mean, just a PSA for anyone going to Europe. Get a rail pass. Don't drop. Get a rail pass. It's super easy to maneuver all over Europe.
Country. Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I wish we as a country invested more in that rail infrastructure.
Sure.
It's on point over there.
Yeah. Did you feel like in general, because I think one thing that scares me about traveling internationally, obviously with the language barrier and stuff, is the transportation. Did you feel like in general in Europe, transportation is pretty easy to maneuver?
Yeah.
Cool.
I do.
Okay.
And
Well, and the other thing too, the technology, Google Maps, like, hey, I'm here, I'm trying to go here, how to get there using mass transit. It'll say walk 200 yards straight ahead, turn right, get on this, pick this metro station, get on train 13, 4 stops, get off, exit, 200-yard walk, boom, there you are.
We're spoiled now.
Yeah.
Imagine like before like iPhones and like Google Maps and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just
Oh
trying to
God.
figure it
Yeah.
out.
I do not recommend traveling with your mother-in-law with a banged-up suitcase
Okay.
Yeah.
at all.
All right, I'll keep that
In
in
fact,
mind.
Yeah.
I wanted to throw the suitcase off the ship at one point because it's such a crap. But
Yeah.
So I want to go back to food really quick because we did eat at Land Park, and so my mom and he went over to Space Mountain area with his cousin, and Mom and I went and ate at the saloon.
Okay.
You know how when you go into Adventureland off to the left, there's like a saloon. I don't remember the exact name of this place, but when you go to it, you go inside and you order what you want with this lady, and then she tells you, okay, go ahead and have a seat. And so this person will take you to your seat, you sit down, and then they have a server that brings you your food. And we paid, it was $25, and we got
25 euros.
25 euros, sorry. And we got these 2 big racks of ribs. They were 2 bones of ribs on one, but they were very meaty with fries, onion rings, and then we got a beer, and we also got a dessert, and it was all for 25 euro.
Okay.
So that was really nice. It was actually really good, to be honest with you. I was very shocked.
Yeah.
And especially for that price and that atmosphere. So
Right.
they don't normally like have you order and then come bring you stuff and, you know, cater to you a little bit in that aspect unless you're in the paid restaurant. So it was a nice little hidden gem for the pay for that.
Cool.
And before you get to it, the merchandise over there, the French people, Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
Okay. Stitch is so like popular lately, I feel like.
Oh my
Apparently.
goodness. It was like probably 7 out of every 10 things in the souvenir shops, the stores, Stitch.
Wow.
It was all Stitch related.
Wow.
That was theming in anywhere you went in Paris. Like even in the gift shops, you would find a section of just Stitch.
Wow.
Wherever.
So weird.
It wasn't so much as Disney focused. In the outside gift shops in Paris area, it was just a random gift shop with pure Stitch.
Oh, meaning outside of Disney itself, you're saying in Paris. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
outside the Eiffel Tower in souvenir shops, and there was
Stitch with an Eiffel Tower.
Stitch with an Eiffel Tower.
Whoa.
They love Stitch in Paris.
Yeah.
How was now in the whole resort in the parks? How was I'm assuming you guys went to some of the shops. How was the merch there?
I got like a cute long sleeve. I had to have the one on the back that says like Disneyland Paris on it.
Yeah. No, I love like what's the spirit jersey or whatever they call it. I love that. Yep.
Yep. So I had to get one of those.
Yeah.
They had really cool stuff that I haven't seen in the other parks. Like they had they're not like really ponchos, but like those, I don't know what they call them, those things that go around your neck that women wear that are kind of soft and fuzzy, but they're long, like it's like a shawl kind of thing.
Oh, okay, sure, like
They had different characters on it. So
Cute.
they have not a lot of stuffed animals everywhere. Ears, they had different ears, a few different ears there.
You got ears?
I did get ears, but they say Paris across the top.
That's cool. Did they serve Dole Whips at the park? I meant to ask that too.
Important question.
Oh, great question. I don't know. Like I said, a lot of the vendors were closed because of the weather.
Okay, because of the rain. Got it.
Hard to find snack shops here and there. I mean, the only one, he's a huge popcorn fan at the park. And we found one, and it was in the Circle area right before on Main Street, at the end of Main Street, the Circle area, right before the castle.
Okay.
It was the popcorn place we could find.
Oh, and hey, with the popcorn.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. With Chip and Dale?
Yep.
Oh my God, I would have to get that because our cats are Chip and Dale.
Yep.
No, with the popcorn. I went up to buy a thing of popcorn, and the lady goes, "Do you want sweet or salty?"
Oh boy.
The sweet is kettle corn.
Had to.
I'm like, I don't know. Give me, mix it up. Give me
Yeah,
half
yeah.
So the sweet is kettle corn, and the salty is just regular, delicious Disney popcorn that I can eat.
What'd you think of the sweet?
It was good.
Okay.
So that's kind of like caramely type?
No,
Just
not
kettle.
caramely.
Kettle corn.
Kettle.
So the way it's cooked, it's different. It's a little
Yeah,
different.
like kettle chips and that kind of thing. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like salt and sugar in the oil or something.
Yeah. It's more of a sweet flavor of the popcorn. It doesn't have caramel on it, but
I'm not a popcorn guy.
Yeah.
I dabble every now and again, but
Yeah.
Disney popcorn.
I've gotten popcorn at Disneyland once, and that's my popcorn history.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
Wow.
but this isn't a popcorn podcast.
Disney popcorn. I mean, it's just you gotta
Yeah.
walk down Main Street with a thing of popcorn in your hand. Just
You
get it
do.
all over the place, you know.
It's better than Universal's because when Steve and I went this last Christmas time, we did get popcorn at Universal also, and it does not compare. Disney's is better.
Oh, for sure.
Just saying. But okay, so question now. So now going to the Walt Disney Studios park. Paint us a picture of that park, because you look at with Disneyland Resort, there's California Adventure, which is vibes of like Hollywood Studios Park, right? Like it's similar kind of vibe, right? So how is the vibe of that park?
Well, to be honest with you, it was nothing but plywood walls and a walkway, and you came to you were like in a car, you were like in a tunnel of plywood walls because of the construction, and you come to a T, and you could go left or right, and then you kind of walked around more construction. So we went to the right. That's where Ratatouille, Crush's Coaster, the Cars ride was at. We went that direction. I don't think there was much to the left.
There wasn't a whole lot going on. I feel like it was almost like Hollywood Studios, where it's very bland, right? But they didn't have any of the Star Wars rides or any of that. It was just very basic. I think they're working on really enhancing it and building it, which is great. But when we went, it didn't have a wow factor. It didn't have any type of, it didn't give me any feelings, if you will. When you walk into like Disneyland, you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm full of excitement and happy to, it gives you a feeling, right? That park really had a feeling. It was just kind of like, what's going on? Where am I at? I'm is it worth it? Why am I here? Kind of thing. So I'm hoping that they'll expand and grow it and really put in interesting rides and, different things, because it was just kind of a doozy, if you will.
Well, now have a water tower with mouse ears on it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause
Okay.
They don't have
That's
that
cool.
they don't have that in Florida anymore.
Right.
They used to.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
So they don't have Star Wars at all, which is a bummer there.
It was small. Walt Disney Studios was very small.
Okay. I wonder, did they announce, I can't remember, at D23, are they putting any new stuff?
Oh yeah.
there?
Yeah, so the whole transformation is going to take, I think, like a couple years.
Are they're adding Frozen, right? Frozen Land?
Adding Frozen, Lion King.
That Lion King ride,
and
right?
they're changing the whole the name. It's going to be like Disney Adventure World or Park or something.
Okay.
And they're making like a whole lagoon to it. So
Okay.
yeah, it sucks for any guests going now, but
Yeah.
if you go back in a couple of years or 2.5, 3 years, it might be all completed. So
Yeah.
it might be worth
Yeah.
it.
The only thing to the left that he won't do the Tower of Terror, and they do have Tower of Terror. It's not rebranded or anything. It is in, I think, California rebranded theirs to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians. I don't know if you knew, Nastassja, but I'm kind of salty about the rebrand. I don't know if I've made that clear at all in the podcast.
I think at least one time.
No, I'm legit salty because I'm obsessed with Tower of Terror, the theming of that. However, do you agree that the one at Disneyland is better than Florida in terms of how the ride goes?
Yes, I do like the California one a lot better. I like the flow of it versus the other. I don't know. I feel like the other one just up and down, but I feel like California is you do a little ride and then you start doing the up and down.
Yeah.
She said.
That's what she said.
I like going up and down longer than shorter. Anyways. So did you ride the one though in Walt Disney Studios?
No. We didn't. We were in a rush in that park a little bit.
Yeah.
Because his cousin decided to leave to go to Versailles, which is on the other side of where we were staying. So she took like a 2-hour train ride to Versailles in the middle of her Disneyland trip, and then 2 hours back. And so we did that park while she was gone. So came back, and she's in her 20s. We didn't want to leave her alone in that park, so we hustled back over to drop off the wheelchair, and then we walked around a little bit and did dinner and the fireworks over at the other park. But they need to do more with the Walt Disney Studios park. I mean, it's not something I would specifically go in and pay for individually do for a day, unless they do a lot more with it.
Sure, yeah. I'm excited about Frozen Land because Frozen's my fave, so like I'm dying to go to Tokyo and go to Frozen Land.
Yeah, we like I said, we're probably the worst judges to judge this park because it was the last day of our vacation. We were exhausted when we got there.
Sure.
And it was cool. We enjoyed it, but had we not done 16 days of vacation before that, we probably enjoyed it a little more.
Sure. No, that makes sense.
Do you think one day, obviously, between both parks, you guys did what you wanted to do? Sounds like for the most part. Do you think that was enough time, or would you rather like spend like maybe another day or day and a half or 2 days?
I'd take it. Yeah, I'd definitely take another day or two in there.
Say 2 days so you can really enjoy it. I think when you start doing 1 day in a park of that size, you're hustling, you're missing things, you're not able to really enjoy it and absorb it, especially if you're spending the money to go over there. So lesson learned, not to rush through that. We plan to go back to Paris, so we'll probably do another visit. When it is, I don't know, but definitely, for listeners, try to build in 2 days. And at this time, I think while they're doing construction, I would just do the park hopper over to the second park to at least experience it, especially if you have, because there's some really cool things over there for the smaller kids, because they do have Slinky Dog and things like that. And, the Cars ride, so I'm very partial to Disneyland, California, Cars area. It's absolutely wonderful. They're expanding on that. Maybe in Paris, I'm not sure, but they had just the trolley ride. So like, you get on the parking lot trams and they take you in. So it was getting on a tram like that. And you go around, it's very, very slow, and you go into just a movie scene. And it's kind of like Backdraft, if you remember that from, the Universal. Yeah. So you get the heat, you get the water, you get the, the semi truck kind of coming off the side of the hill. It was really cool. It was a good little scene.
Yeah, the Dynaco fuel truck catches on fire, huge flame, and then there's water coming down towards you, water coming over your head.
Okay.
It, and it kind of shifts a little bit, like it's gonna fall on you. So it was cool.
Like the old, they had that like in the when it used to be MGM Studios before Hollywood Studios, the backlot tour.
Yeah.
So I think they are a little bit more enhanced on some of their technology over there when it comes, because it's newer, right? It was built in '91, so a lot of their technology is a little newer from the the other parks, like especially Disneyland. I think Disneyland's trying to catch up, right?
Sure.
In some aspects, but I still like the nostalgia of the old rickety rides and things like that.
Totally.
But Paris has a little bit more of a technology advancement on them.
Yeah.
Oh, and from your notes, I'm going to steal from your notes. Pirates, the heavyset lady's still chasing the pirate around, so they're not woke.
They're not woke in France.
Right.
I love that.
No, me too.
Are they still auctioning off women too?
I think so.
No, I don't remember. I don't think she was an auction. Actually, it was. I don't think they were auctioning off women.
Okay.
I think they maybe.
Was there a Splash Mountain there or no?
No.
Not at all. So there's no like flume ride.
No.
Wow, that sucks.
I think they have one still in Tokyo. That might be the last remaining Splash.
So they didn't even make Splash Mountains in any of the other
Maybe not.
parks?
You mean Tiana's Bayou Adventure?
Yeah, well now it's Tiana, but like they don't even have a flume ride and the
I
Asia
look at
ones?
I look at it like the way they renamed the Sears Tower to Willis Tower.
Yeah.
It's Splash Mountain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you guys haven't been to World here in the States yet to ride that, right? Have you guys been yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah,
Now-
interesting.
Yeah, what was the under the sea thing over by Space Mountain?
Discovery
Hyperspace
Land?
Mountain. No, the submarine thing we walked on.
Yeah, that was in Discovery Land.
Oh, did they have a the 20,000 Leagues?
Yes, but you go down into it. You're walking through this Jules Verne steampunk type submarine, and then you sit on these little benches, and the curtains open up, and there's like an undersea. So it's not like in Disneyland where you get in the actual submarine and it puts around the lagoon. It doesn't move.
It's a walking.
It's a walking walkthrough.
I would enjoy that much more.
The detail of what they have was spot on. It was really, really good. Very detailed. Like every little nut and bolt that you would see in a Jules Verne type submarine looked very accurate.
Okay. I feel like I would enjoy that a lot more than Finding Nemo. I hated Finding Nemo.
It's very claustrophobic.
It scared, Yeah, I got very claustrophobic.
Yeah.
That was a terrible experience.
Yeah.
Stupid Nemo.
Yeah.
You guys have anything else to add that you think listeners might benefit from, like about the trip? Or
the one thing that was my favorite part, and we almost didn't stay for it, was the fireworks.
Yeah,
and
how was that? Yeah.
It was real. I really liked it. I think he's got some different opinions maybe, but they do.
We're adults.
A water show, and they also have the fireworks, and they have drones. So they do all three, and it's really magical just to see all the different elements kind of coming together and going as one. I think I cried a little bit because I always cry at the fireworks because I love them so much.
Yeah, that's cool.
You could cry.
We didn't stand back on Main Street to see the effects on Main Street like they do in the other parks, but they do have them. We stood closer to the castle. And just the water features coming up, and then the drones. They do the sky electrical parade instead of having a physical electrical parade. They do electrical parade in the sky with the drones before they do fireworks, and they also do the projection onto the castle. So you get the show doing that too. So it was a lot going on, but it was beautiful. I liked it.
It was long.
How long was it?
Probably 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because of the all the drone activity.
Yeah.
The one thing I did not like about the fireworks show was they didn't have any big explosions.
Okay.
Like the fire went up.
Yeah.
Weren't like when you go to Magic Kingdom in Orlando.
Yeah.
They're huge, right? Like massive boom in the sky. They didn't have any of that. It was more.
Weird.
It was small. It was smaller. I don't know if there's any sort of ordinances.
Sure.
They can't have that. So they kind of scale that back a little bit and do more with the water fountains and the lights and the projection on the castle. But it's the only disappointing thing was there wasn't any big explosions like you have at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because you brought up ordinances and you guys took the train in. How close in proximity is it to like the nearest town or city or village? Is it like, by apartment complexes or homes or businesses and that kind of thing? Or is it kind of like secluded like Walt Disney World in Orlando?
That's a great question. They have a lot of land out there, to be honest with you. And when you're trained in, you can't see anything. You're stuck like sardines. Have you ever been in New York on a subway?
I've never been
It was
to New
taking
York.
train at that, where you're just tons of people on there trying to get to the same place. I mean, we were having a hard time just finding a seat on the train to get over there.
Okay.
But the last stop before we got off was probably about 7-8 minutes before we got to the actual park.
Okay.
So I think they just have a ton of land around them. So I don't think there's a ton of civilization as close as like California, or it's more spread out like Magic Kingdom.
Because is Paris is the park, I guess, really still technically considered in Paris, or is it kind of?
I would say it's outside of Paris.
Okay. Yeah. Because you were saying it's zones, right? It's almost like a thing where. Yeah. So if they're in zone 5, that I would just love to study like the map of how Paris looks. Like where is it and compared to like the heart of the city of Paris type of thing. You know what I mean?
It's a ways. It's a ways from. It's not like Anaheim or Orlando. It is like if you look at a map of Paris, like you've got downtown Paris and there's like a big circle road that goes all the way around it. So like inside that is the downtown Paris. Like Eiffel Tower and all that stuff. This is it's probably a good 20-30 miles.
Okay.
Ish. Just looking at my Apple Maps here.
Sure.
Yeah, that's got to be.
Yeah, it took us a good hour to get over there from the city center.
Okay.
So about an hour to get over there. It's east. So if you're looking at a map, you have Paris, and then to the east is Disney, and then to the northeast-ish is Charles de Gaulle Airport.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, just looking it from the Eiffel Tower, which is pretty downtown Paris.
Yeah.
From, like I said, from the Eiffel Tower to Disney World, or Disneyland, sorry, it's 30 miles, 32 miles.
Okay.
So from downtown Paris to Disneyland is about 32 miles.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a haul.
But I
Yeah.
would say if you have young kids, I
Yeah.
would stay on property.
For
Okay.
sure.
So if you could do both, right? If you plan to do Paris and you plan to do the park, I would stay in Paris, but then when you're ready to do Disney, but either before or after, stay on property if you have smaller kids, because
Yeah.
you cannot leave to take a nap. It just doesn't, it's not feasible to do that. So
Right.
you have to stay on property.
Yeah. Now, when you guys go again, because you said you were trying to plan on going again, are you going to try to stay on property this time, or stay like in the area that you commuted from?
Oh, I would like to stay on property.
Yeah.
I would like to visit the resort a little bit more.
Yeah.
The hotels, the shops. And we were just there for a day. It was quick in and out. I don't think we got the full experience that we really wanted, especially with it being a little rainy.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just very difficult because we were trying to, get some shelter when we first got in there because it started downpouring. So challenges there, but to get, more experience on the resorts, what the hotels are like, the shopping in the village, we want to go down there and see that. And then experience the two parks. I think we'll probably wait till Walt Disney Studios is finished.
Yeah.
Before.
No, it's not to say if we end up in Paris next summer.
You got it. Yeah, you have to go.
I mean, here's the thing, like from our overall vacation, not just the Disney park, but the entire France, Italy, all the places we went to on the cruise, I would move, like I said to her several times, I would move to Paris tomorrow. Like I absolutely love with that city.
Wow.
Growing up, my
I've
whole
heard
life,
it's very dirty, though, is it?
it's not.
No.
Well, let's take that a step back real quick. So we were there 2 weeks before the Olympics was happening.
Okay.
So could they have cleaned it up? Yeah. Did they move a lot of the homeless people out? Yeah. Were there some still around? Yes. But they were really trying to clean up for the Olympics. So hard to say if it is or isn't dirty because of the time that we went.
Okay.
Well, and like I was going to say, though, the rumor or what I've always heard was French people are rude. French people don't like Americans.
Yeah.
Would not be further from the truth. Like
Really good to know.
The entire experience over there, out inside the park, outside the park, I felt welcomed. The language barrier was not an issue.
Okay.
We sat down at a cafe, and I mean, we stood out like sore thumbs. Obviously, we were Americans, right? You see how heavy I am, right? The only heavy people I saw was us, right? Because Europeans are not heavy. And
See, I would just think if you're wearing a pair of like Nike gym shoes, that's when you stand out. You know what I mean? It's like that.
Well, I'm so basic now. I love Lululemon.
Me too.
Oh, Lululemon.
No, I'm an aloe girl now. That's what the celebs wear is aloe.
But they would hand us an English menu and spoke English to us, and it was no issues ordering the food. Amazing. The whole thing was it was life changing. And my biggest takeaway, and I'll send you this picture, Jess. I have it.
Yeah.
The bottle caps on their plastic bottles are connected, so you
nice.
unscrew it and flip over. Oh my! Game changer.
Yeah.
Game changer. Anybody listening in charge of that business, you need to add that here in America. You can't lose your bottle cap. It's connected to the bottle.
Yeah. It's like
nice.
little things like that you don't think about. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's
Which,
awesome.
That one more thing, and I know we're kind of running up on time, but I just wanted to add that I feel like there's standards for your uniform and the way you look and what you do here in the States. They don't have those same standards over there in Paris. So
In the Disney parks, you mean, or just in general?
in the Disney parks, they don't have the same uniform standards in the parks. So they're a little bit more casual. They don't like approach you. How can I help you? Are you finding everything? Like, no, they don't have that same level of customer service or look about them. It's more laid back over there too.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Just a question in general about the city, because I'm obsessed with that show Emily in Paris. Do you watch it?
yes.
Okay.
They hate it.
Okay.
The Parisians hate it.
Why?
They think that it's a disgrace to their city.
Well, I just feel like the fashion in that show is incrable. Is
Yes,
that accurate to the fashion there? No.
Unless we were in the wrong area, but there was no Heidi. What do you call them? Hoity-toity.
Hoity-toity. So it's very casual there, fashion-wise.
Yeah.
Wow.
So casual. Most of the women don't wear bras.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That's very
Okay.
I am not joking, and not just in Paris, in Europe.
Wow.
It was like that in Florence and Venice. I'm like, hey, what the?
I was trying to find the under armpit hair.
Yeah.
I didn't get close
Hey, lift
enough
your
to
arm,
figure
please.
it out.
Yeah.
Just going up to random people,
Yeah,
random
hey.
women. Hey, can you lift your arm?
Do the YMCA for me.
What's that up there?
Yeah. I can't reach that. It's too tall. Can you
Yeah.
grab it for me?
Okay, so they don't wear bras much. Wow.
No.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So they're pulling a Rachel from Friends. Bing. So basically, here's my thing. If they put the ride Tron there in Disney Paris and I didn't wear a bra, I'd be pulling a Rachel because that music makes my nipples cut diamonds. I love that music so goddamn much. I could cut diamonds with my totties.
Well, they
because
probably wouldn't allow access to those pictures. You probably would never see those ride pictures ever.
You're probably right because it'd be like, sitting like this. With my nipples ready to cut diamonds because that Tron music makes me want to on a motorcycle. I love that music so much.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Feelings. I don't know how I feel about that.
I
I'm
love
not riding Tron with you ever.
the
Sorry.
Tron. What'd you say?
I'm not riding Tron with you ever.
I love Tron's music so much. Have you guys been on it?
yeah, we rode it in Orlando.
I don't remember the music. It wasn't.
I don't either.
Didn't make me that horny.
I was super scared. It was a roller coaster. had my eyes closed most of the ride.
Maybe it's
Well,
because
now
I
you
was
know
a
not
music
to-
major and I'm a music geek, but that music is so winky doodle cool. I can't even contain myself.
She likes quickies.
That's what she
Yeah,
said.
because it is a very short ride.
Yes.
That's what she said.
No, but
Yeah.
no, I mean it wasn't like dirty, Like,
Yeah. Okay.
We said all the cafes, you're facing the street. You're
Mhm.
sitting there drinking your cappuccino,
Yeah.
eating your croissant. Watching people walk by. And it's like, it's cool.
They don't have a lot of chains there. I think everything's very intimate, community based.
That's nice.
Yeah, I mean you get your McDonald's, but that's about it.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of chains though.
Cool.
Awesome.
Very quaint
Oh.
and really cute. Highly recommend going to Paris if you haven't been. Don't be scared, and they're not as rude as everyone makes them out to be.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And from an architectural point of view, inside the city limits, 6 stories is the max. So
Wow.
if you get outside of the city limits, then you start seeing skyscrapers. But downtown Paris, everything is 6 stories. They look like Paris opera houses with the architecture.
That's
Wow.
And every little street, alley is a rue something or
Yeah.
avenue of this. And
Because I
it
love
is-
that style of architecture. It just looks so cool.
Mhm.
Seriously, John, do yourself a service and go over there. It was
All right.
absolutely
See ya.
Yep. Deuces.
Man.
That sounds amazing. Cool. Well,
I know
thank
that
you
I-
guys.
Eventually want to do Tokyo.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you guys are going to Tokyo, tell us. We'll
I'm in.
probably-
I'm
Hey,
in.
is there any truth that it's cheaper to go to Disney Tokyo than it is to go to Disney Orlando?
Yes, because these vloggers Steve and I watch, Ordinary Adventures, they were comparing the price of stuff, and to get into the park was way cheaper, and even a pair of Mickey or Minnie ears was $15 American.
Yeah, it's way cheaper over there. And people say that they can go over there cheaper than they can to go to Disney World for a week.
Yes, I saw a TikTok about that too. I've heard that as well, so that's very intriguing to know.
Yeah,
And
that's
I think if anything, probably the biggest cost would just be the flight over there.
Yeah.
So
Well, and honestly, that's how our trip evolved so much, was because the flights over and back were so expensive. She said, "Screw it! If we're going to go spend that kind of money to go over there,
Yep.
let's maximize our time there." And if you saw the spreadsheet that she put together for every day of vacation, walking tour,
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
a
fat.
lot. Oh, there's just
Walk.
so much to see. You probably still feel like you can't see it all because there's just
Yeah.
so much.
We spent 4 hours in the Louvre and never got off the one floor we were on.
Wow.
Wow. Amazing.
Massive.
What?
Amazing. Well, thank you guys so much for being on. This was
it's-
awesome.
For those listeners who were, thinking of taking that Paris trip, it sounds like it's a must.
Yeah.
It's a must do. Maybe wait a couple years if you want to explore both parks fully.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds really fun.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I've heard the negatives about the city of Paris in general, but it's nice to hear firsthand that it's really not like the rumors you hear.
They're also more north, so it's not as hot. We went in July, and it was, yes, it rained, but it was not hot.
It was not
So
like a
def-
muggy.
Nope. Don't be afraid to go in the summer. It was great.
Because yeah, actually, do they get like winters, like snow, and like how is it with Disneyland? I'm wondering.
I've heard of people visiting the parks with snow on the ground,
Oh, interesting.
which would be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool. Like maybe Christmas
Literally,
time
yeah.
would be.
Maybe.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, Nastassja, I'll be in touch with you because I'm going to start up my Coffee Talk podcast again. So we'll be in touch because I'd love to have you on that one too. We've just been focusing on this one. So thank you guys both so
thank
much
you.
for being on. Oh my God, it's so good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
And it's nice meeting you guys.
Thanks
You
for
too,
having
John.
us. Nice meeting you.
Yes. Okay, well let me stop the recording, but we'll talk to you soon, and happy birthday tomorrow.
John. Yes, thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate all your support. Please leave us a review and/or rating on your favorite podcast platform.
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook under Parks and Pixie Dust Podcast. We are also on Twitter and TikTok under Parks and Pixie Dust. Give us a follow and stay tuned for lots of updates.
And you can also email us at parksandpixiedustpodcast@gmail.com.
Our episodes are released bi-monthly on Wednesdays.